Okay, I think we're rolling. As far as I can see. Let me just make sure that the sound is all good. Whenever this decides to load. Sometime today would be nice. Really sorry about this, lads. Just want to make sure. Okay, the internet connection is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. That might be a problem. Let me just see how this... Okay, well it seems to be working okay. Okay, someone's after commenting and I can't see it. Give me a second. Alright, there we go. I was going to say, where the fuck is the sound coming from? That's my headphones. Alright, there we go. Hello, JJ. Hello, pal. I apologise, I'm having some tech issues here, but I should be okay in a second. Let me just turn that down a small bit. Where is my phone charger, actually? Right. Let me just plug in my phone, because I need that for the chat. And I'll be with you in a second. The phone charger is over here. Yes, it is. Let's plug it in. Don't know why I'm doing a running commentary. I just got an electric shock. That really hurt. That's not the wrong, or not the right plug, I should say. There we go. I think that's charging now. It is. There we go. You sound all good from my end. Okay, that's good to know. Because I was wondering. Oh, I jumped ahead in the calendar there. My apologies. But we're back. We're back after a very bizarre episode on Sunday. Let me just take a sip of my drink. Gotta love Monster Energy. Right. We had a very strange episode last time. We lost to Arsenal. We then got fucking battered in the Europa Conference League by a team I have never heard of. We beat West Ham in a sim game. We simmed the League Cup against Man City. Didn't really care about the League Cup. Drew against Spurs in a sim game. Battered Derry City in the Conference League, which I will be taking a bit more seriously in the group stage now, because the original plan was to use the second team in the Conference League group stage and then start adding the first team players in the more we progressed. But I think I may have underestimated the competition a bit too much. So today what we're going to do is we're going to play this game against Everton. We're also going to play against Wolves, play against Basel in the Conference League, and maybe leave things with the Man City game, because it's quite warm in Ireland right now, as I'm sure it is everywhere across the British Isles. So I'm trying to not limit my streaming, but I'm trying to limit using all this recording thing, all these recording things. Does that make sense? I think people know what I mean. But yeah, it's very warm in here, essentially is what I'm trying to say, and I do need to record straight out of Klein. So I've also done something here. I've gotten rid of the second team starting 11 because it's just too easy. Because you can just throw out a second team and that's it. Whereas with this, it makes me put a bit more thought into it. Now I'm aware these two formations are the same, but the way I have Tyrrell and Kutcha positioned there, it's quite specific, and I don't really trust it in the default one. So that's why I've done that. So we're just going to leave it like that, and we can, put players in and out as we please. I think it just makes us put in a bit more thought into the team sheets. It's quite cool for me now. We've had rain today. It was raining here as well, JJ, actually, but there's still fucking dead heat here, which is really annoying. It's absolutely fucking horrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. Houses in the Republic of Ireland and the United Kingdom are made to keep people warm, because we're not used to warm weather. So then when the heat is there, it just makes everything 10 times hotter. It's so annoying. But for this game against Everton, I kind of want to give Kutcha a chance, because he's had a slow start to the season, but I still think he can turn it around. As good as Goddard has been, and what a signing he's been, I do want to give Kutcha more of a chance. He's been our best signing of the career mode. He's been absolutely sensational, and I want to keep him there. Tyrrell now 89 rated. That's crazy. I think I'm kind of happy with everyone else. That's great. Funnily enough, speaking of the rain and the weather, we're playing in the rain in this game, but that's fine. Let's play this important game against Everton and hopefully come out of it with 3 points. Oh, it's great to be off work today. Working nights has really just fucked me up, lads. Like, even today, my eye is twitching like mad because of looking at the computer screen to all hours of the night. and it's just horrible. But I'm off today, I'm off tomorrow, in Friday, off again for the weekend, where I will be refereeing Phoenix Wrestling's anniversary show, headlined by Scotty Too Hottie. This is the first time I'm in my room for days, because when it's hot, it's the hottest room, just where the sun is. Yeah, and it's funny you say that, JJ, because my room can be quite hot as well. And people say to me, why can't you just open the window? There are two reasons why I refuse to open the window. One is that the room I'm actually currently in is a very old room, and the windows need a bit of work done on them. One of the windows is a bit broken, so if I open it, I have to go outside to close it because there's no handle on it. And the second reason I don't want to open my window is because I'm terrified of spiders, and I don't want one getting into my room. Last year, my room was infested with spiders, and they were not small. These spiders were not fucking small, they were big boys. Scotty rules you the ref for his match. I'm not refereeing Scotty Too Hottie's match. That will be refereed by Foxy. However, I will be refereeing the pre-show, and I will possibly be refereeing one match on the main card, but we'll see. We'll see. But he is doing a seminar beforehand, Scotty Too Hottie, so that's going to be very exciting to, you know, to learn from someone with that amount of experience. I don't know why I'm watching the pre-match handshakes. Let's get into this game. But it's just to be on the same show as Scotty Too Hottie it's pretty cool. Like, that's a guy who I played as when I was playing SmackDown Shut Your Mouth back in the day. You know, I've tried to do the worm so many times as good as Scotty Too Hottie over the years, and, you know, especially growing up. And now me and him are going to be on the same show. Life can be absolutely crazy sometimes. Absolutely crazy. Here's Cullen. Ooh, interesting ball in. Great game that was. Yeah, first wrestling game I ever played. First wrestling game I ever played, and it is in my top 5. It is in my top 5. And speaking of wrestling games, I do have some WWE 2K22 content I want to get up on here. I just need to get everything kind of set up first, which might take me a while. I'm still getting used to the bloody game. It's fucking hard this year, man. Get used to the controls and stuff, but I'm still getting my ass kicked an awful lot. You and Scotty should do the worm at the end of the show. Oh, that would be epic. That would be bloody epic. Right, hold on a second here. I am aware, by the way, that sometimes the stream kind of, it stops for a second and it resumes. I don't know why that is. Apparently that's just an issue with streaming from the PlayStation. It's not like an issue with my connection or anything. I've looked into it, so sorry if that happens. Hopefully it doesn't happen at a crucial point of the stream. But yeah, sorry about that. Donnie just got a fucking crunching tackle there. But yeah, me and Scotty doing the warm at the end of the show would be amazing. It would be amazing. But he'll be wrestling LJ Cleary, one of the top wrestlers in Europe, the top wrestler in Ireland. Good save by Ramsdale. Oh, but a terrible ball by Matty Cash. Oh my god, and we're 1-0 down again. I feel like I've gone 1-0 down in pretty much every game I've played this season. But it's Gray with the goal. And we have to come from behind yet again. Bloody hell, the sweat is out through me already. Go on, Jacob. At least it wasn't the 6th minute. Yeah, there's always that. I can't blame the coding anymore. Which is a shame. It was just a poor ball by Matty Cash. Oh, Tyrrell with the run, but a good block. See, like, this is one thing that annoys me about FIFA. It's just how everyone turns into fucking prime Barcelona. Like, we're playing Everton, who are a decent team in the game. Very decent team, but, like, they're not much better than we are. Matty Cash, who, I'll be honest with you, I'm tempted to sell in the summer to bring in another right back, but I think he'll be okay for this season. But I just think to get to that next level, we might need to sell him. Although he's had a very good run there. It's still in Tyrrell. And it's 1-1. I feel like every game is me going 1-0 down, Tyrrell equalising, and the rest is kind of all up in the air. But it is 1-1. Good run by Matty Cash, who had to make up for it because he was at fault for the first goal. Get in indeed. That was a good finish. But notice how I'm not getting too excited because I've been burned so many times before. Oh, lads. FIFA 23, obviously. It's a lot of news dropped today. Pro clubs players, I should say, are not very happy, which is understandable. Like, listen, I don't play pro clubs that much, but it's definitely a game mode that should be invested in a lot more. Oh, I just beat the post. I probably should have taken it first time. Unlucky. But yeah, career mode apparently is just going to be like, it's essentially going to be the same thing with just a fresh coat of paint. But I think you will actually be able to use real managers this year. So like if you want to do a manager career mode with Eric Ten Hag or Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp or Mikel Arteta, you're able to do that, which I think is quite cool. Oh no! Very nearly 2-1 down there again. Renato Sanchez, who is still a very good player in... Whoopsie daisy, I nearly knocked over my microphone. 2 seconds. Is still a very good player in FIFA, but in real life, he never quite reached the heights. I didn't mean to unpause that. He never quite reached the heights that he was expected to. Our passing is appallingly bad. And I am sweating my bollocks off at the moment. That's brilliant football. Like, I knew that was going in. That's good. I've wanted that feature for a few years now. Yeah. It is cool to have. I think for my United career mode, I'll probably just do it as Eric Ten Hag. That'd be quite interesting. Oh, that's frustrating. That is frustrating. That's a good tackle. We are converting Jacob Hodgson. Oh, Colin, you bloody idiot. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I apologise. He got it back. We are converting Hodgson into a winger officially now. May as well. It's Kutcha. He's had a slow start to the season. He's just lacking something this year. I don't know what it is. But it's definitely affecting us in our performance. Good block by Malacia. Got to defend here. Oh, fuck off. Oh, it's Tammy. How the fuck did I not notice Tammy Abraham until now? Oh my god, that was close. Another win against... Oh, sorry, I thought I gave away something there. Another win against Palace for United. Yeah. Jake O'Brien, my cousin, actually did make an appearance for the last 13 minutes for Palace, which was good for him. But yeah, another very good win. I watched the second half live. I didn't see the first half. But yeah, the football is looking quite slick. So yeah, all good signs for United so far. But of course, the real test will be the opening day of the season against Brighton. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, there's reason to be confident. There's reason to be confident. Like, I have one guy at work who keeps telling me, and I know he's only trying to wind me up, but oh, bollocks. Bollocks. He's only trying to wind me up, but he come on. Fuck off. No! Oh, lads, why is career mode so hard? Why is career mode so hard at the moment? And I've knocked over the fucking base of my mic again. I need to push it back a small bit. Oh my god. I can't even remember what I was just saying. Oh, we're bloody 3-1 down now. Oh. I don't get it. Like, we've made so many improvements to the team, but yet we seem to be doing a little bit worse. What the like, nobody... No, see, that's what annoys me. It's when you fucking tackle the pricks, and yet the ball will go right back to one of their players all the time. It's a joke. It is an absolute fucking joke. Sorry, I missed some comments there. Is that it for pre-season games? We have another game coming up. I can't remember. I think we have one more. I think we have a game in Australia again, or Singapore, or somewhere like that. But I know for a fact we are playing a game at Old Trafford as well before the season starts. But I can't remember who that's against. But that's when Martinez and Ericsson will be joining the team, which is exciting. Tyrrell, well done. Brilliant finish. Okay. Right. Still staying calm. Tyrrell again. I am going to make the change that you've probably predicted. Kutcha is coming off because he's been absolutely shite at the moment. And Goddard is coming on. But, yeah, let me actually double check that. I know we do have a game coming up at Old Trafford, but I'm not sure who it's against. Manchester United fixtures. We're playing Atletico Madrid in a... No, we're playing Villa next on Saturday. Then we're playing Atletico Madrid. And then we're playing Rayo Vallecano. Is who we're playing. I think Falcao plays for them. So we've got 3 more pre-season games. So I won't be able to watch the one on Saturday because I'll be at the Phoenix show, and yes, I will be up very early for that. I will be able to watch the other 2 games though, which is exciting. I was actually originally supposed to be in Manchester this Saturday, but I pushed it back because I was like, fuck it, I kind of want to go over when there's a game on. Okay, here's St. Maximin. Oh, Tyrrell. Oh, fucking hell, like. Everton have the Merseyside derby up next against Liverpool. We have Wolves, which is not going to be an easy game either. It's Jacob Hodgson. Now Ponce. I've only been to Manchester once. I love Manchester. I love it there. It's been too long. I will be there soon. I'm planning on maybe November. If not November, I'll be there for my birthday, which will be in February, which I know right now seems like a long time away, but I'll be here before we know it. Fuck off. Like, no, I'm sick of this game. I am sick to death of this fucking game. I honestly, this game can go suck a dick. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know what I mean. I honestly am. Like, FIFA at the moment, I've noticed it in my United career mode as well. It's just after... Sometimes, like, what in the name of Jesus was that from Tyrrell? I'm not even blaming him. It's just this fucking game. I went because for my birthday, my mum brought me a United stadium tour a few years ago. Yeah, funnily enough, the first time I was at Old Trafford was for the stadium tour as well. Or sorry, not the first time. The third time, sorry, I was at Old Trafford was for the stadium tour. I'd love to get the tour again because that was a while ago. Oh my god. This game is just like I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of it. Have I mentioned that I'm sick of it? But it's so annoying. Like, it's just like this game. Like, it was coded from minute 1 in this game that Everton were going to win. That's surely off. So, and like, okay, please tell me now, right? Please tell me how this, like, surely you can see how this is scripting. This is the exact same as the first game of the last episode. We lost 5-2. But no, it was the second game, wasn't it? But it was the first home game. And it's happened again. Like, I'm sick to death of this. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. That is a fucking joke. It's ridiculous. I do want to go to a game just to see Ronaldo live, yeah. Ronaldo, I still think he'll be at United. I still think he'll be at United. Yeah, we have transfer listed Butcher as well because I need another left winger. Sorry, right winger. And I already know who I want to bring in. My cousin Jake O'Brien. I think I probably should loan him out. I don't want him rotting away on the bench. Not even on the bench in the reserves. But that's a very frustrating result. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Everton should not be beating our team 5-2. That is the absolute biggest load of fucking shite I've ever seen in my life. Did I just see that Champions League glitch? I think that Champions League glitch is about to happen again. Right, it's Wolves up next. Oh, God, this is not going to be easy. Ooh, there might be a bit of a clash with the jerseys as well. Not really, but you know what? I kind of like that. I like putting Wolves in that jersey. That black kit, I think it's lovely. We'll wear the away kit as well. Yeah, Goddard's coming in. Kutcha, I'm getting worried. It might be time to move him on next season, which is a shame, but look. It is what it is. I'm going to give him Nguetha a game. Anyone else I want to play? Maybe Sarr. Yeah, we can give Ponce a rest. Playing in the rain again, but I don't care. Right, let's get into this game against Wolves. Hopefully get a better result. Oh, lads. FIFA. Such a stupid bloody game. I hate it. I hate it so much. I love it, but I hate it. Right, let's skip all. Oh, Jude! I forgot about this Jude Lyons. Oh my God! How did I forget about this? Jude Lyons is going to be playing against us for the first time. Does he start? Does he start? Jude Lyons, our former winger, starts on the left. Ooh, okay. He was he scored the best goal of this career mode in the Championship, that overhead kick against Sheffield United. But other than that, his finishing was appalling. So watch him bag a fucking hat-trick now in this game. Goddard into Tyrrell. I already feel a difference with Goddard. Oh, Tyrrell off the post. Good save by the keeper. St. Maximin, the man we brought in to replace Jude Lyons. Cullen, who has scored a few important goals for us in this career mode, and he's just scored an absolute belter there. And we are 1-0 up. But again, I find it very hard to get excited because God only knows we'll end up conceding straight away. That's a beautiful finish by Josh Cullen. Right into that top corner. Weak foot and all. Sa could get nowhere near it. Well, it was into the side of the net really more than the corner, wasn't it? Bruno. Not happy with that. I've already seen Man City twice when they faced Oxford United back-to-back in back-to-back years in the League Cup. That's interesting. Funnily enough, I used to work for a company called Oxford. It was a great company, actually. That was during COVID. So it kept me going. I was one of the lucky ones. I was able to work away from home Monday to Friday. So it was a bit of a distraction from the world's issues at that time. But yeah, no, it's been a while now since I've been to a game, so this season that will have to change. Goddard. Oh, brilliant finish by Goddard. This is more like it. Yeah, he has to go into the starting 11 now. He's just too good. He's just too bloody good. The numbers on the back of the jerseys, I know I've said it, but bloody hell, they are huge. Look at this. Oh, near post and all. How did that go in? How has that squeezed in? Lovely finish. Pep played a strong lineup both years. Got to see David Silva play, which is cool. David Silva was always one of those players that I wish we signed. He was just such a great player. I mean, he still plays for Real Sociedad, but like I'm saying, in the Premier League at Man City, he was a player I was really jealous of them having. I think Vincent Kompany is another one that I would have loved, that I wish signed for United. You know what I mean? I know Gary Neville got a bit of shit for saying that, but he's right. Like, there are some players where no matter who they play for, you just have to respect the fact that they're great players. And I think those are Those are two examples. But David Silva was a hell of a player in the Premier League, and yeah, it's cool that you got to see him play live. Dylan Tyrrell, go on, from distance. Should have kept going. It's always cool when you can say things like that. Like, I got to see Ryan Giggs play his last full 90 minutes for United against Olympiacos in the Champions League. It was the last time he played a full game in a United jersey. Obviously, he played other games, coming on as a sub, and he would have like started games and came off. But that was the last one that he started and finished. So that's pretty cool. I also got to see United play Leicester the day before Leicester won the league, which was actually the last time I was in Old Trafford. St. Maximin. That's a foul. For Max Kilman. Interesting position here. Dylan Tyrrell. Can he do it? Into that top corner. Oh, he's hit the post again. It's going to go out for a Wolves throw. We only lost 3-0 first year, and next year we lost 3-1. But my God, we equalised against them. Took 15 seconds in the second half. The place came unglued. It's mental. I think I remember those games, actually, yeah. Man City, who have a bit of a fetish for the League Cup in recent years. They always feckin' win. I know they didn't win it last year, but they obviously won it 4 years in a row there. From 2018 to 2021. So Liverpool broke that streak. So the League Cup has been in the northeast of England. Sorry, the northwest of England, I should say. For the last... Oh my God, that was early an own goal. So we won it in 2017. City won it 2016. So 6 years, yeah. We also battered West Ham 4-0 when they faced us in the League Cup. Wow. Yeah, see, that's cool. Like, Irish teams don't really have that many great results against big teams. Oh, Bradley! What a strike! Well, he's loving playing in the Midlands this season. He got a bullet of a header against West Brom. And now he just got a bullet strike against Wolves. What a hit! Bloody hell, where did that come from? I don't even know why I'd bothered taking the strike with him. He normally doesn't have great shooting, but that was a hell of a strike, and it's 3-0. Unbelievable. Well, this is how you make up for a terrible result. But yeah, Cork City did draw with Bayern Munich before, years and years ago. 1-1, but like, I'm not a Cork City fan. That was a rocket. Yeah, it was an absolute bullet of a strike. And as I say, he got a brilliant header against West Brom. So he's already got 2 goals this season, Bradley. And he's not a prolific goal scorer. He's not one of those centre-backs that pops up with goals quite often. That's offside, surely. Oh, don't tell me that's who I think it is. Don't tell me that's who I think it is. Oh, it is as well. It's fucking Lions. Well, it may not be over yet. And of course, the man who couldn't finish his fucking dinner for us has gotten Wolves right back into this game, 3-1. And of course it's his first goal for them. Of fucking course it is. Oh, man, okay. You know what? I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to jump to result. Okay, we win. Honestly, I could see that game going badly. I don't care. We got to win. We got the win. Oh, here's this stupid Champions League glitch again. Right. Just to avoid getting the sack, I better do this. It randomly puts you in the Champions League graphics when they don't have enough teams to fill it up because of the Russian teams. Hullett's going out on loan. O'Brien's going out on loan. Hodgson can now be changed to a winger. Will he go up in his overall? No, not yet. Stays at 86. So we'll try and... Yeah, inverted winger, because his finishing still needs to improve a bit. So we'll do that. And I feel like we had another email as well, didn't we? Oh, I have a transfer for Arango. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't look as good as I thought he was going to look. And we do need to free up the squad a bit, so he can go. He couldn't leave. The Premier League clubs I've seen come to Oxford are Swansea, West Ham, City twice, Newcastle in the FA Cup, and I went to St James's Park where we drew 0-0. Interesting. Yeah, I know Stoke came to Cork last week, but I was in Limerick when it was on, so I couldn't go. But yeah, I did see United play in Dublin a few years ago. So yeah. Right, we have this game against Basel in the Conference League. Goddard is going to come in for Kutcha. He just has to... Hodgson, I'll keep him in. I'm going to go with a fairly strong team. I did say I'd give Kelleher the Conference League game, so I'll bring him in. Matty Cash, I'll bring back in. I am going to play Bell to keep him going. Maybe I'll play DeLuca as well. Cullen and Van de Beek can stay in the midfield, and I'm going to also put... Actually, yeah, this Maligan guy. Actually, I'm gonna start him instead of Donny, because he does need some game time. And I think that's everything I needed to do. Yeah, because we do need to pick up these wins in the Conference League after that horrible opening day defeat. We did beat Derry 6-0, but look, it's Derry. I can't get too excited. Basel are currently top of the group, and we need to get some wins. We had Leicester's first pre-season game, as they were the defending champions. Got to see the trophy when they showed it off, and Gary Lineker. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so we both kind of have a connection with the Leicester City title-winning team, actually, so... I got to see them the day before they won the league, and you got to see their first game after they won the league, so that's kind of cool. Right, here we go. Basel in the Conference League. Not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, but I still think we can do it. But we bloody have to, after a terrible start to the episode. Oh. But a terrible start that's been completely forgotten about now, because Dylan Tyrrell has just made it. Basel 0, Tyrrell United 1. Inside 3 minutes. What a start. That still doesn't feel a real Leicester City's champion season. I remember, JJ, a year later, well, not exactly a year later, but around a year later, like when we were coming to the end of the following season, I was on my way into Middleton, which is a town about 10 minutes from where I live. That was where I used to go for nights out, and I was on the way into a night out. And I remember it just hit me then. This was like March the following year, April. And it just hit me that Leicester City were the champions of England. It was such a weird feeling. That 15-16 season was bizarre. It was an absolutely just freak of a season. But listen, fair play to it. And look, okay, granted, a lot of the bigger teams had dropped off. Obviously, we had a very bare squad at United. City were still kind of getting, to grips with some of their new signings, and it was just before Pep came in. Klopp had just arrived at Liverpool, so he was only getting his kind of grip on that team. Arsenal is Arsenal, so they were never going to do much. Same with Spurs. So it wasn't amazing, but Leicester still, the fact that Leicester were able to finish above all those teams is still crazy. Spurs was the best big club. Oh, what a finish that would have been. Fun time. Here's Cullen. Well, I tell you what, when Josh Cullen scores one, he seems to go on and score a load of them, because he's just scored here in back-to-back games. Absolutely fantastic. With a good old-fashioned 4-4-2 formation. Yeah, I love the 4-4-2. Obviously, we're using it in this career mode. I know it's technically a 4-4-1-1, but let's just say a 4-4-2. I miss the days when that was the main formation. I do miss those days. But look, the game evolves, doesn't it? It's just the way it goes. Just the way it seems to go. But yeah, fair play to Leicester. And listen, they haven't completely dropped off since. You know what I mean? They've actually managed to do quite well. I know the following season was a drop off, but if Leicester finished anywhere near the top 5 the following season, it was going to be a success. So you can't put too much heat on them. But Brendan Rodgers has done a decent job there. Obviously, he's added an FA Cup to their trophy cabinet. They've had a few decent runs in Europe, so fair play to them. Oscar Bell, can he score? No. That was not a great effort. Right into the side netting. It feels so weird being off during the week. I like it, but I'm also like, bloody hell. I feel like, I don't know, today just feels like I've done nothing. Oh, Goddard. Can he get in on the score? What the fuck happened there? Can he get in on the scoring is what I meant to say. I put £10 on Leicester winning the Champions League because I was convinced that was going to happen. Funny you say that, JJ. The year after Leicester won the league. Ponce! Oh, unlucky. I put a fiver. Yeah, I put €5 on Burnley to win the league. Just because I was like, look, maybe there's a change of you know, trend here. Maybe smaller teams are just going to be the ones competing now. But obviously Burnley did not win the Premier League. They'd just been promoted, and I just thought, fuck it. For the potential of winning €10,000 at the end of it, I'll put a fiver on it. Oh, bollocks. Ugh. God, nearly gave away a goal there. Wasn't that when Burnley finished 7th? No, that was the year after. Burnley finished 7th the year after. It was so funny. Burnley finally qualified for Europe after God knows how many years. Oh, hold on a second. Goddard. 3-0. What in the name of God is going on? But Burnley finished 7th in the 2017-18 season. So finally they get back into Europe after 30, 40 years, whatever it was. And the first opponent that they got was Aberdeen. So they didn't even leave the UK for their European fixtures. And obviously Aberdeen knocked them out. So they didn't get much of a European adventure. Oh, unlucky. 3-0 again, but let's try and keep them. I can't believe Jude Lyons scored against us. I fucking knew it was going to happen. But he just wasn't cutting it out for us. I don't regret selling him, though. I don't regret it. Oh, jeez, Kelleher nearly made a ball to that. Kelleher, who's from my neck of the woods, he's from County Cork. Well, technically he's from Cork City. Because he's from Mahon. Which has a lovely shopping centre, which I've been to many, many times. Oh, that's a hell of a ball by St. Maximin. Tyrrell just couldn't get the power behind it. Maglin, who's not really done much in this game. But he had a decent effort there. Ponce win that. Goddard. Blocked. He's there again. Oh, just beat the post. Unlucky from Goddard, who looks like a 1920s footballer with that moustache. Fuck. Free kick for Basel right at the end of the half. And it goes right over the bar. Well, in Gaelic football, that would have been a point. Actually, would it have been? That... Yeah, that would have been a point in Gaelic football. That would have been just over the bar. But in association football, it just means a goal kick. Which Kelleher will take. That should see the end of the half. Unless we get one more chance here. Nope. Half-time, 3-0 up. This is more like it. I knew that first game in this competition was just a fluke. And we're flying now. Is Matty Cash. Oh, Jacob Hodgson. That's a great ball. Hodgson! He gets a goal. 4-0. Well, beating Derry 6-0 wasn't, you know, anything too out of the ordinary, but being 4-0 up against Basel is pretty fucking good. Matty Cash, who's had a bit of a meh time this season so far, with a great ball there. And Jacob Hodgson, the English Messi, with the finish. Just seems to have a different feel about him since I edited his appearance and since I made him a winger. Or since I started converting him to a winger, I should say. Uh-oh. Whew. Oh, Kelleher with a brilliant clearance. Oh, Tyrrell, we're in again. Dylan Tyrrell. Unselfish. So, yeah, anyway, as I was saying, the weather's very warm, isn't it? Not like we just missed such a huge chance there. Basel are usually good at facing English clubs. Yeah, they beat us a couple of times in the Champions League. Unfortunately. But yeah, they do normally do quite well against English clubs. Here's Cullen. Out to Bell. That was a poor ball. But yeah, imagine if someone missed an open goal. Wouldn't that be funny? Good thing it never happened in this career mode, and anybody else who says different is a liar. Yeah, the weather's really good, JJ, isn't it? Yeah, that's the main topic of conversation now. Not about players who we paid an arm and a leg for missing the easiest chance they'll ever get in their career. But I think, as I say, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So let's not worry about it. It didn't happen. If you say it didn't happen, it didn't happen. Oh, it's a great ball to Goddard. Bloody hell, this keeper's on fucking steroids. Fernando Torres famously missed an open goal for Chelsea against United. Wow, it was such a funny moment. That was so hilarious. The funny thing is, he scored a brilliant goal for Chelsea that day as well. It was only his second goal for the club, but nobody will remember that because of the miss. Go on, lad. Oh, Goddard. Ah, oh, unlucky. I might make some changes in a minute. Is Lopez. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. Oh no! Oh, Basel are in. Ooh, they nearly scored. Right, I'm going to make a change or two, I think. Cullen I might give a rest. Bring on Donny. Because I want to give McGalligan, however you say his name. Want to give him a full game. We'll bring on Donny and we'll give Tyrrell a rest. We'll bring on DK. And hopefully add to the score sheet. As soon as he left Liverpool, he wasn't that good, which is one of the weirdest drop-offs I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, Torres for Liverpool was listen, I'm the furthest thing from a Liverpool fan, but he was one hell of a player. And yeah, the move to Chelsea just seemed, I don't know, Chelsea just seems to be cursed when it comes to strikers anyway. Oh, Donny nearly scored. But yeah, it just never quite clicked for him. Although it's funny, he's technically more successful at Chelsea than he was at Liverpool, because he never won a trophy with Liverpool. But he won the not the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the League Cup. No, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Europa League. I think that was it. Yeah, he won the Champions League, FA Cup, and Europa League at Chelsea, and he scored in the Europa League final. And obviously, he got the clincher in the semi-final of the Champions League against Barcelona. So he had his moments, but he was nowhere near as prolific. But that's like Timo Werner. I guarantee you, Timo Werner, whenever he leaves Chelsea, he'll tear it up wherever he goes, because he's a great striker. It's just, for whatever reason, at Chelsea, strikers just seem to really struggle. He scored that Champions League goal against Barca, which was an open goal. But at least with that one, there was still a bit of skill involved in it. He had a long way to run, and how was that not a foul, ref? That should have been a red card. And he had to, as you say, he had to round the keeper. So if he'd missed that, I know Chelsea still would have gone through because of away goals, but still, it was still a big moment for him. Here's DK. Hey, we do get a fifth. It's DK. It's 5. Drogba. Besides Drogba, he was a beast. Yeah, Drogba in the Champions League final, especially. What a performance. Big game player, Didier Drogba. Daryl DK with a brilliant finish there. And it's 5-0. I think we can still make one more change, can't we? Let's make that now. Oh no, we can't. We've already made all our changes, haven't we? Have we? Who did we bring on? We brought on Donny. Oh, Santos. I forgot about him. Yeah. But another good win in the Europa Conference League. We've learned our lesson, not to just put out the kids. Big game player. Besides when we won the Champions League, he slapped Chelsea's chances away. Yeah, and it's funny because I remember Drogba hit the post in that game as well. So he could have been the hero, but he ended up being, well, he was our hero, one of our heroes that night. But he ended up being the villain for Chelsea. But what a moment! What a moment! Hopefully, we'll be competing in the Champions League again very soon. Obviously not this season, but look, if you're in the Europa League, you should be trying to win it. And I hope we do. Oh, here's Hodgson. Hodgson. He's going to be unselfish. And DK! That's how you finish an open goal. 6-0 for the second game running in the Conference League. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that first game was a complete fluke. Jacob Hodgson with a brilliant run. DK comes on and gets 2 goals. He needed a couple of goals. I tell you what, he nearly missed that. That very nearly was too heavy a pass. But thankfully, it ends up being okay. 6-0. In added time. Let's just hold on to the ball now. Don't need to do anything silly with it. And that is that. Imagine missing. Yeah! Imagine missing an open goal. Pfft. Only a fool would do that. But we get the win. And hopefully that might have put us top of the Conference League. What was the other result in the group? I can't see. We'll have a look there in a second. As we lie in 6th in the Premier League. But still early days. Only 8 minutes in. 8 minutes in? 8 games in, I should say. And we are now top of the Conference League group. Look at the amount of goals that have been scored. We've scored 14 and conceded 5. Charleroi, whatever they're called, have scored 8 and conceded 5. How have they done since beating us? They drew with Basel, and they fucking drew with Derry! How the fuck did they... Even, I'm sorry, like, I still think it's a disgrace our second team got battered by them. Unbelievable. Bradley, relax that. I was only rotating for the Conference League. You'll be fine, and Maglin's happy with that appearance, so we'll definitely try and get him a bit more game time. Right. I was going to leave this till tomorrow, but I think I will play this game now. Man City are in 10th. That's crazy. They're not having a great season, so this could be an interesting chance to jump up the table. Who's in the top 4? We can see Chelsea and Everton there. Palace are having a good season. Leicester and United are still top of the league. Very interesting top 6. Liverpool and City have dropped off. Spurs and Arsenal as well. Look at that. Liverpool, City's, the Spurs and Arsenal. 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. That's mental. Conceded 5 in one match, back-to-back clean sheets, which is good. Yeah. I think it made us realise we can't just throw out the second team and expect miracles to happen. So, it was probably a good thing in the long run. But here we go. We've got Man City, who are in 10th. We will play this now because we did jump to result for the Wolves game. So I think it's probably good to play this now. The team looks fresh. I think that's everything I want to do there. Let's get into it. I'm not going to go clear because my eyes today are quite strained. And sometimes the clear weather on this actually irritates my eye because it's so bright. So I'm going to go overcast. And we're in the winter anyway, so makes sense. Yeah, we'll turn on that game news. Why not? Kit-wise, I think we're okay. I'll put Man City in their white kit. They're a bit less intimidating when they wear an away kit, Man City, so we'll do that. And let's get into this game. Hopefully we can end the episode up with a bang. So I think the plan for my streams for the rest of the week, counting the weekend, will be... I think I'm going to sneeze as well. Give me a second. Okay, no, I don't think we're going to sneeze a while. It's fine. So obviously I'm streaming tonight. I'll stream again tomorrow. I won't be on Friday because I have to be up early Saturday. I'll be refereeing on Saturday, so I can't do it that day. But Sunday, I should be back. And then... probably every day next week, or at least 4 days next week, I'll be on here. So, that's exciting. But here we go. Tyrrell United versus Manchester City. Last game of today's episode. Can we get the win? Well, Donny has been absolute... Alright, we're taking the free kick there. That's going to be a yellow card for Fernandinho, who's surely about 740 years old at this stage. England women's team have just equalised against Spain. Fair play to them. Actually, funny, you mentioned women's football, because in FIFA next year we'll be able to play as women's football clubs for the first time in FIFA history, so that's quite interesting. Adds a new dynamic to the game, because women's football is growing and growing each year, so that's good. No, it is good. Like, I mean, United didn't have a women's team for fucking ages, which I thought was a disgrace, because there's millions of women across the world who'd, you know, love to play for Manchester United. And now they finally get the chance to do it, and from what I see, the women's team are actually really good. Oh, Goddard, is that a penalty? It is! It's a penalty! Euros quarterfinals, 84th minute. Yeah. I'd love to say I've been watching it, but I actually haven't, to be honest. I did watch the Women's World Cup when that was on. What was that, 2019? But the Euros I haven't really seen, unfortunately. But fair play to the England's women's team. But we have a penalty here. Tyrrell up against Ederson. Right, let's go up here into the top right corner. Dylan Tyrrell, top scorer in the league. Oh, I thought he'd missed it there for a second. But it's 1-0 to Tyrrell United against Manchester City. Excellent finish by Dylan Tyrrell. Oh, I thought he'd hit the bar for a second. I thought maybe I'd hit it too high, but it's actually a fucking rocket of a penalty. Ederson went the wrong way. My first experience of women's football was the 2015 World Cup in Canada. And that was a good tournament. Yeah, I remember seeing glimpses of that. I remember because Alex Morgan would have been on display an awful lot on Twitter back then. So I think that's why people took a lot of interest in it back then, was because of her. But yeah. But yeah, no, as I say, it's definitely growing, women's football, and that's great. It's great that, you know, women have a lot more opportunities in sports now, and that there's, you know, female role models they have to look up to as well. Like, my sister is obsessed with Alexa Bliss. You know what I mean? Like, she's absolutely obsessed with her. It's great that, like, they have female athletes to look up to now. Not to say there's anything wrong with looking up to a male athlete if you're a female, but you know what I mean. It's nice to see that, like, someone of your gender can go on and achieve big things in sports. Oh, what a strike that was. Ramsdale had to make a save. Let's get rid of it. Oh, that's good if Tyrrell can get there. Oh, he's just missed it. TV exposure for me, because I literally had no idea. I probably should have paid more attention. Yeah, well, look. As I say, it's something that's still growing, so... Oh, God, we nearly gave away a penalty there. Alexa Bliss rules. Yeah, I love Alexa Bliss as well, but my sister just... It's her absolute idol. Like, it's the way I would have idolised John Cena growing up, is the way she idolises Alexa Bliss. Oh, it's such a late flag, ref! What a late flag. But yeah, no, it is great. And Alexa Bliss, she's a hell of a talent. She's a hell of a talent. And, yeah. My brother loves a lot of wrestlers as well. Like, Jeff Hardy would have been one of his favourites for a while, but obviously Jeff Hardy's not exactly in the best of situations at the moment, to say the least. But he loves John Cena. He loved The Fiend. Who else does Sean love? Sean loves... Oof. Sean loves Brock Lesnar. He's got a lot of favourites. Oh, Tyrrell went down there and I got a fright. Yeah, she plays whatever WWE gives her so well. Yeah, and that's the thing about Alexa Bliss, is that she, like, her acting is great. Because a lot of wrestlers do need to work on their acting, you know. And like, I did an acting course for a year. You know what I mean? And like, it obviously I have an interest in doing acting anyway, but I knew it would help me in my wrestling character and persona as well. Ooh, which it definitely has helped when I've been practicing promos and stuff. But there's a lot of people, not just in WWE, but just wrestlers in general, who could do with some acting classes. And I think some people in wrestling are too proud to admit that what we do has acting involved in it. But I think if they could just let go of that stigma, it would help an awful lot of them. Because I think it holds back a lot of people in the business. They could have all the talent in the world in the ring. How is that saved? But if they don't have the showmanship or the performance skills, that can hold them back. Like, I love Finn Balor. I love Finn Balor with all my heart. But sometimes he can come off a bit dry. Not all the time. I think as a heel, he's a lot better with his you know, with his acting. But as a babyface, he's a bit... It's not entirely his fault, because it's just not him, but like, I don't, yeah, I think he could work on that a bit. How was that saved? You practicing acting as a ref? Well, it's I tell you what. Give me a second. Give me a second. Ooh, the acting does come into play with refereeing because obviously as a referee, you know, you are the authority figure and you need to stamp your authority, you know, at certain times in a match. And acting and like knowing when to change your emotions and how to react off different situations definitely helps with that. So yeah, to be honest with you, it actually has helped. It helps in all elements. So like, to any aspiring wrestlers out there, don't be afraid of acting classes. Embrace them. Oh, God. You good at taking ref bumps? I am fantastic at them. And I'm not trying to sound cocky there, but I can take a good ref bump. I'm not afraid to take a good bump. Oh, that's a ball and a half for Jesus, who shouldn't even be playing for Man City because he plays for Arsenal now. But speaking of Arsenal, Aaron Ramsdale makes the save. Yeah, I'll even take it short, it's fine. Is Correa. Oh. Foden. Oh, that's a hell of a ball. What a save by Ramsdale. Bloody hell, he's having a great game. St. Maximin, go on, lad. Go on, I said. Go on. Oh, he won the ball. Fucking, he's injured again. Are you serious? Oh, my fucking life. Right, I think he's okay this time, though. That's a second injury he's got. I'm getting a bit worried about St. Maximin. He's not exactly been a sensation so far. But it's still early days. It's Donny. I will read that comment in a second as well. I just want to finish this attack. It's still in Tyrrell. Goddard! He was offside anyway. What's the longest you've been down for a ref bump? We all know that black and white stripes take you out for ages. I think the longest I was down, I remember, it wasn't like an official show. It was actually a test run show we did in the old Phoenix gym in Cork. It was the first time I would have refereed like a structured show. And I remember it was a triple threat match between Steve Savage, Reardon O'Connor, and I think it was was it Mr. Charlie? Was it Mr. Charlie or was it someone else? I can't remember, but it was definitely... Oh no, it was Justin Daniels is who it was. Who some of you might recognise from TikTok. Alright, Santos has to come on. St. Maximin has to come off. And I think the longest... I stayed down for like 10 minutes. Or at least it felt like 10 minutes. And bloody hell, Steve gave me a fucking kick at the end of it as well. It really hurt. Really fucking hurt. Oh, it's a great ball for Donny van de Beek. Malacia and van de Beek, the two United players in real life. I love Donny, but bloody hell, he is the Jude Lyons of the central midfield position. He's got all the creativity in the world. Does everything right, except for the final ball. Sterling, who's obviously now gone to Chelsea in real life. Now Rodri. Oh, go on, Ramsdale, get there. Good man. Okay, we've got 20 minutes left. Still 1-0 up from that penalty. Here's Goddard. Hasn't really been able to sink his teeth into this game as much. But we are in the attack here with Hodgson. Goddard on the turn. Curse of the commentator, maybe. Nearly. Very nearly. Is there any change I can make? Donny's getting a bit tired. So I think I actually might bring on Gavi for a bit, which might be a bit of a risk. Obviously, he is leaving in January, but I did feel like Donny was getting just a wee bit tired. So we will make that change. And Gavi has scored against Man City before. Oh. What the fuck happened there? Goes out for a Man City throw-in. Ruben Diaz. Oh, brilliant interception by Tyrrell, but just couldn't get up quick enough. Oh, have you refereed a championship match? Yes and no. And I will explain that in a second. I just want to make sure I'm on the ball. Because every time I go on a rant with a story... Okay, he's offside. That's fine. So, I've refereed... Oh, shit. I didn't mean to take off Bradley. Fuck. That was an accident. Oh, bollocks. Now I've got 2 left-footed centre-backs. Shit. I refereed a match for... He's got 4-star weak foot. It's fine. My first ever show I refereed, there was a match which was a Phoenix Wrestling Championship qualifying match. But it ended up just becoming the match to crown the champion because of COVID and all that. So it technically wasn't a championship match, but it ended up becoming one. If that makes sense. But I've no doubt in the future I will referee a championship match. Touch wood. Here's Gavi. Go on, lad. Do it against City again. Oh my god. Oh my god, he actually might. It's Gavi. Gavi. Oh my god, he's done it against Man City again! Gavi, who will be leaving us in January. But bloody hell, he loves a goal against Man City. He did it last year, which was his first goal for the club, and now he's done it again. And that is 3 points against Manchester City, confirmed now. I feel like we should just sign him on loan for any time we play Man City. What a finish as well. Ederson's had a very good game. Gavi does something right, yeah, and you don't fucking see that too often. God only knows. Pep would be pulling out his hair if he had any. But that surely wraps up 3 points here against Manchester City. Oh, you love to see it. Man City have become Gavi's bitch. Four added minutes, but it won't be enough time for Man City to pull anything back. In terms of a result, they might get a consolation goal. Ooh, they nearly did. Hits the side netting from, I don't even know who that was. Don't care either. But let's just hold on to it. This is a very big 3 points. Back with Ramsdale, who can now belt it away. And that is that. We do beat Manchester City. We had a horrid start to this episode, but we have turned it around 2-0. A clean sheet as well, which is great. Oh, God. What an episode. I'm still obsessed. Look at this for a penalty. Right into the roof of the net. Even if he went the right way, Ederson, there was no way he was stopping that. Oh, let's see if there's any other business we can do before the end of this episode. We'll have a look at the Premier League table as well to see where that puts us. Man City, their terrible start to the season continues, and we jump up into 4th, which is very good to see. St. Maximin, once again, is only out for 5 days, so that's not too bad. Sarr, you're still in the squad, lad. I don't know why he's an important first team player. He should be on rotation. I was celebrating England's goal when you were saying you were streaming next. When you next on? I'll be on again tomorrow. I'm not sure what time yet, but I will be on again tomorrow, and then Sunday after that. Arango has been sold. That's fine. St. Maximin is saying he'll be back for this game against Leeds, and I'll just say that shirt belongs to you, son. But your fucking performances want to get a little bit better. So we are 4th in the table at the moment after 9 games with 19 points. So let's look at the ins and outs of that. So we've played 9, won 6, drawn 1, lost 2, scored 20, conceded 13. So listen, we're getting there. The goal is top 4. We are already 2 points behind United. So you never know. You never know. But, of course, top 4 is the ultimate goal. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good one.